meteorologist Chase Jones.
You guys see the size of that 50-foot snake? No, thank you. So now they're dealing with giant snakes and giant tornadoes up there in the Panhandle. Let's just be grateful that we're seeing a little bit of thunderstorm activity down here in the Concho Valley. No giant snakes. No, thank you. Now, keeping our eye on those temperatures as we cool off pretty quickly on a beautiful Wednesday night. Thursday going to be gorgeous, so get out there and capitalize on those shopping conditions from those mid-60s all the way up into those lower 80s. Fighting back and forth, and we just dropped right down into those 60s with that rain shower activity making its way in with the rain cool there. And then we warmed up gradually underneath a beautiful sunset. You saw it there in the time lapse. Now we're keeping our eye on those temperatures as we cool off pretty quickly tonight. 69 in San Angelo. Everybody else in a combination of those lower 70s, those mid-60s across the entire area. Keeping our eye on the cool pockets across the entire area. 68 in Sterling City, 71 down there in Junction, 76 over there in Ozona, so still just inside that 10-degree spread across the entire area, but watching the rain as it makes its way off towards the east. Dew points are down there in those 60s, while humidity indices are pushing up near that atmospheric tipping point at 100%, somewhere from those 70s all the way up into 100% off towards the southeast. So those storms will continue to sort of develop overnight as it gradually pushes its way out of the area. The central pressure, or the main spin of that system, is still lingering off towards the north, so a good amount of activity going to develop, but it's being held off by high pressure off towards the east. Now the moisture tracker is going to show you how concentrations of green and blue are going to fight their way back and forth for a beautiful weekend, so going to gradually warm up into those triple digits before we make our way back down into those 90s. Yes, Zoe, into those triple digits. I heard that over there. Now upper level pattern going to show you the weakening high pressure that's going to continue to allow us to gradually warm up and diminish our rain chances for a beautiful weekend, but off the west coast, keeping our eye on a cold front that's going to work its way in. That's where things will drop us back down into those mid-90s. Hopefully we see more rain as a result, so keep the rain collection close. Water vapor imagery showing us the dry air that's creating this spin working its way over. Now the high pressure off the east coast is slowing these storms down. On the long range model forecast, we're seeing a little bit of hurricane activity pushing up the east coast of Mexico. Now these circulations working their way down from the Sierra Madres, working with that heat, are pushing a lot of moisture up in the atmosphere. You see more activity along the Rocky Mountain Front Range, and that's going to try to slide its way down into the Concho Valley, but not tonight, so things are cooling down and drying off. Severe weather outlook is pushing off towards the east, so you see how it's being downgraded overnight. But down at the surface, watching these storms push out of their way, but you're seeing a little bit more convectivity off towards the southeast. Now radar showing you how it's continuing to develop, but the futurecast is going to show you where these storms are going to try to hold on for the rest of the evening before they linger off towards the east. So we'll see low cloud cover in the morning. It's going to look like it wants to rain, but trust me, we'll see a little bit of those soggy conditions, but it sure did dry up pretty quickly. Now, as the weekend rolls around, we'll see it prime the atmosphere one more time, and then as Saturday gets closer, Steven's going to let us know whether or not these storms are going to want to show up. So tonight, all the way back down into those mid-60s with this clearing cloud cover. So we'll see how quickly we get down there. We're almost there. Then tomorrow, a good run at those 90s. So we're switching over to sort of that hot weather safety. We're checking the back seat, sunscreen, sunblock, and lots of water. So we don't drop your water bottle either. As we get closer towards the weekend and Father's Day, pushing back up into those triple digits, but that cold weather makes its way here as we drop back down into those 90s. Overnight lows continue to hold into those lower 70s too. More about the break. You're watching KSAN News at 10.